Hello again, YouTube. This is Max One Chase One. Just kind of give you a little bit of an update on my chicken wing. While I've been working on that pull board conversion, which I completed back at near the end of June. I also had a little time left, and I did me a fighter wing, wing on the back with some red tip ends on it. That's been running so fast that she's burning the tips on them a little bit. Also too, I integrated the LED light bar on the back for the third light. Coming around, what I'm having trouble with the chicken wing is that it runs like a bat out of hell, or it runs like two deers in the woods with two hound dogs behind them. But it's just that idle problem, that takeoff, where it does that little bit of a sputter and a little bit of hesitation to it. So what I'm gonna do is I've been trying to find the number 40 low jet to see if that'll work, and then also to kind of get update, the pull board alternator is working great, working fine. Now I just kind of wonder, is this a problem? Sometime while it's running, I see a few air bubbles that'll come up through here. I'm trying to think, is I got a loose air line somewhere that's letting air come back to the tank, but I did release the pressure off the tank, and so to kind of breathe a little bit better. Oh, while I'm here, if you're ever working on your bike by yourself, need to get in the tight spots. I know I'm not a spokesperson for Harbor Freight, but Harbor Freight went all beyond the Call of Duty when they made this light right here. It's $7, but someday you can catch it on sale for $4. Three-way light. Got a LED, get another LED brighter light, and then it's got a LED flashlight, so you can point it at things. It's got a magnet on the back. Also too, it's got a stand on the back, and then also too, you see it's got another magnet on the bottom, so it will stand up. So if you can get one of them lights, great flashlight for your bike. But the main topic I want to talk with today is that I'm gonna show you how to get rid of your reed control valve, this thing here. Anything that would help with the running of the bike. And back in '84, they were talking big about emissions and all of that stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eliminate this apparatus here, because with these pipes here running to the intakes, it is a PIA, you know what I want to do. It's a pain in the tail when you try to get these things are grabbing on everything. Then also too, they said that once you remove it, it runs a little bit better on an idle. So I'm gonna show you how to get rid of this thing and see if it runs any better. Now what I did, I went on eBay and I brought me an extra one of these. I paid $140 for this thing. I was hoping that maybe I could get one of these carburetors that has a number 40 low jet in it, but it didn't. So at least I got one that I can all revert back to. Now when you're dealing with this reed control valve, know that it really has no function. This valve here goes down, and this is the one that goes to the number 4 PVC hose. Only thing you have to do is that when you take this off, you just have to, you're going to eliminate this hose, and you get one hose to go from here all the way around to the number 4 carburetor. This stays as it is, and this hose here, I said this goes all the way up there to the PC port vacuum line that's up there by the computer and the fuse box. Alright, let's get ready to get into it. Now what I did, oh yeah, too, before I get to that, what I'm gonna do with these is that I'm gonna cut all of them right here in the bin where it's straight, here and here, and I can take these and bend them off to the right, so all of this free stuff, this stuff here is free. It's not going to be interfering when I take the carburetors in, take the carburetors out, because until I can find out what's wrong with this thing, why it's idling so crazy, because it ran like a TikTok before I had a problem with it. Well, it was down for about 6 months, so I have had the carburetors in and out for the last 3-4 times. So this time taking this reed control valve is going to be number 5, and I hope that it help clear up some of that stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, to take the reed control valve is 1 screw here, 1 screw there, and 1 screw here. Going back again, you have got to have your carburetors already taken off. You've probably seen videos already on how to do it, but it's a pain in the tail to take them off. So once you get them off, turn them upside down, turn it upside down to in this configuration here, and all you got to do then is take this screw out, take this screw out, and take this screw out. 3 screws, and voila, that's all to it. You can also you can go ahead and disconnect this line here, and when you finish with that, everything comes off in one piece. Now, what I did when I had this off last time here, I took some carburetor cleaner and I cleaned that off, and you see that one little clear spot that's right there? The whole thing was just like that. I don't know what it's doing, getting dingy again. And then also too, if you want to, there was a whole lot of gunk and crap that was up inside of here. So there's 3 screws here, 1, 2, and 3. There's no big spring in there. It's just a big vacuum with a little plate that's angled up like that. Don't worry, it's not going to fly out on you. Now, it's a little rubber piece that's right in here. You can take it off, spray it, and clean it. It's another little rubber piece. You can spray it and clean it. That too has a spring to it, but once you take that off, it's connected to this here. You can take this off, but just be careful, make sure you hold pressure on it, because you can see if it's got a spring on it, something's gonna want to take off. All right, so same thing, this is how you take off your what do you call it, reed control valve. Now what I did is that I saw a video from a guy 5 years ago. He said you got to cover this, so I made me a cover plate, and my cover plate looks just like this. Took me a piece of aluminum. Did I say that right? Aluminum. Okay. This pieces right here. These pieces right here are a brass door hinge for my door. After I put a door, I had extra door hinges. So same thing. I cut a piece of it out. Make sure it doesn't interfere with the choke, because the choke will go this way, not that way. All right. Now, how I made sure that I had the hose to line up, I'm gonna show you a little trick. John Brandon. Okay, back where I was after I said John Brandon, because I hate stuff like that to act up. Now, this is the only access hole for air to be going in, so either you can plug that with a cork or whatever you want to use, or something to just to cork that, and it's a bolt on the inside, not a bolt, but it's a hole on the inside. I'm going to show you that so you can see it. Wasn't intended to show you that, but let's flip it over. See that bolt right here? Well, this is a bolt for the air cleaner. But you see this hole right here? That's the hole. You can see my hand up under it. That's the hole that you have there. Either you can run a screw through here with a washer on it, and put something on the back with a washer on it, and put a little silicone, or either Permatex. I recommend Permatex. Make sure that that washer, you might have to shave it down a little bit so it will go against that wall. So against that wall as you tighten it up. But I had a little time to fumble around with it today, So what I did, I had some aluminum. Hate saying that word, aluminum. And what I did, I cut it out the best shape I could. Wanted to make sure I get a nice good flat surface. So here's a trick for you to find the holes when you're trying to do stuff. You wind up, and first you're trying to do a good check to make sure that everything is going to be covered. Take some spray paint, dab some spray paint on here, line it up just like that, and touch it. You look up on the bottom, and that's where your center holes are for these two holes here. And all you got to do is start off small, work your way up till you get to that point. Alright, I'm gonna put it together so you can kind of see how I got it and why I did it this way. Okay, here's the plate installed. Like I said, it's just a piece of aluminum. Took some door hinges, cut them off with the hinges. You know, the barrel goes down on the side, just cut that barrel off. Same thing for this side. And the reason why I use these is because you only have 2 bolts, and in order for those 2 bolts to get the same pressure for up here in this part of the circle, you had to have something that would flatten the pressure out and spread the pounds per square inch so that no air can get in it. So the same thing, as you tighten these down, it tightens down on the plate, and the plate tightens down on the aluminum plate and keeps a good tight seal. Now what I'm going to put up under here is some Permatex, kind of like when you seal a oil pan. I'm going to let it stiffen up a little bit, see if I can get one good single bead all the way around it. Let it set up for a little bit, and then I'm going to torque it down. Alright, now this is my spare, so again, it's good to have a spare. So if you do wind up decide to go ahead and cut these off, at least I have on my chicken wing, at least I can go back and take the parts off of this one and use it on back on the chicken wing again. Alright, if you ever got your carburetors off, go ahead and replace your hoses. These hoses have been on here, look like, since 1984. These little twist clips ain't worth a squat, but they're good for vacuum hoses. But you can kind of see I got a whole bunch of extras, so I'm gonna hold on to them. Now also too, while I'm here as well, the guy called the Motorcycle Mechanic, he talked about these little holes. These little holes that's right there in the bottom of the carburetor. You can't see them here, but if gas is not coming from those, then there's something that's wrong with your idle mixture. Well, not your mixture, but your route of gas going in, going through the jet, and going out of these things to go into the ports to go into the cylinder. When I take mine off, I'm gonna compress the hell out of it. Air compress the hell out of it. I'm gonna have so much air coming out here, maybe it might blow a hole up a little bit more bigger, more larger. I ain't even mean to say bigger. All right. But like I said, this carburetor, they're stiff. Won't be able to use these. But check those on your carburetor, and get a twist tie, bread twist tie, and some carburetor cleaner, and just poke in and out of them. Make sure you don't break them off in there, because you break them off in there, you're in bigger problems than you did when you started with. Now, a word to the wise. Before you get to spraying so much carburetor cleaner, take these caps off and remove that, I don't know what that thing called, the rubber damper thing here. Those things will wrinkle up like you've been in water for about an hour and a half. So don't spray so much water, because you can damage them. Take them out, turn it over, and spray the hell out of it. Alright? Again, YouTube, I hope this helps you all with this reed control valve. soon as I can get the chicken wing running straight again, I'll do a follow-up on how she's running. Again, max one thing out, chase another one. Get that reed control valve off of there. Those who've had success with it, leave me a comment, like, share, let me know what's going on. Those who haven't seen the pull board conversion, like I said, it's an easy trick to do. Don't spend that $800-900 for someone to do it. It just takes a little time for you sitting out there on the back porch or in the garage and do it yourself. Alright, thanks for watching.